In this video, I'm going to talk about taking things to the next level. This is about moving forward and growing your business, literally going to the next level and developing yourself and your business for the future. We'll discuss 5 things that you need to pay attention to if you want to see your business grow into a successful and profitable business that will be your sole provider for your family and provide you with the lifestyle that you're dreaming about. Hi there, I'm Ed Anguish from Digital Wise Buys, and today's subject is taking things to the next level. And if you find this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. Every little helps the YouTube algorithm and it will be greatly appreciated. Many people start a business without understanding the implications that being a businessman or a businesswoman carries with it. A business isn't like a hobby where you can work on it or spend time doing it as and when you feel like it. Starting a business is like starting a family. It becomes your baby. It has needs and it requires attention. It demands attention, and you must respond accordingly if you want it to grow into a healthy business that you can be proud of and one that will contribute to be part of your family. Just like having a new baby in your family, you are going to have a lot of things to learn about. One of the first things is not so much a skill, but it's a mindset. Quite often a new business is started on the back of a hobby or a whim that grew a little bit and started to develop, and you thought you'd make a business out of it. But if you want it to be more than a whim or a hobby, then you're going to have to take it seriously. Even if you're working full-time job at the moment, just like your baby, your business still demands attention if you want it to grow. If this is the first time on the Digital Wise Buys channel, then hit the subscribe button below and ring the bell to make sure that you get notifications when we release new videos. Also, if you're looking to start an online business, then click the link below this video, just the first link below this video, and check out the simple and easy to use training program that's made for newbies. And please remember to give the video a thumbs up if you find it helpful. Now, we've just mentioned the first thing that you must do, and that is take it seriously. I've already said that lots of people move a hobby into a business. Some of them succeed, but many of them don't. And the reasons that they don't succeed is because in the heads of the people who do this, it's still a hobby. They think that because they have moved into a business, it will start automatically making them money from day 1 or day 2, but it doesn't work like that. A hobby is something that you are doing and sharing with your friends. A business is something that you are sharing with the outside world. Your friends know about your hobby and they will join in and support you. That's what friends do. But when it becomes a business, that's a different story altogether. With a business, your intention is to make money from the people who reach out to your business. Your friends who come to your business will expect you to help them for free because you're friends. For this reason, particularly at the beginning, it's best to keep your friends and your business separate. One thing I touched on quickly there was expecting to make money quickly in 1 or 2 days. Now that doesn't happen. I talked about that in another video called The Secrets to Affiliate Marketing, and there's a link above at the top of the screen to that video. Now don't forget, you're asking people that you don't know to come and buy a product that they've never heard about, that you're promoting to them and therefore recommending to them. So you need to give them a reason why they should buy it from you, and that reason has got to be trust. They must trust you enough through previous experience to believe that your product, the product that you're promoting, is a good product for them. And this is where the time factor comes into play. It takes time for them to learn to trust your judgment. It won't happen just by sending out an email and telling them to buy a product because you want to sell it that they don't know about. And another thing that you must do is put the work in. Part of taking it seriously is understanding that starting a business is not easy. It requires a lot of work. Your business requires you to do lots of work. Now, if you're starting from scratch, then you probably need a website. You can start a business without a website, and that's a video for another day. But building a website from scratch will probably take a bit of learning and a lot of time and effort to get it up and running smoothly. Now, I mentioned earlier that there is a lot of learning to do. In addition to building your website, there's learning how to build a landing page, a squeeze page, how to set up an autoresponder, how to write emails, and the list goes on and on. Some of this learning you'll pick up just like that. It'll be dead easy. Other learning will take a lot longer and a lot of understanding. But a common concept that is put around particularly by shiny object creators, and there's a link to a video above the top of the screen, is that it only takes a few clicks and the money will come rolling in. No, starting a business is not that easy. Neither is it cheap. This is another misinformed concept. Many people think that if you have a computer, you have everything that you need to build a business online. And building your business online requires an initial cash outlay, and there are monthly expenses. There are tools that you will need. Some of them are free, some of them are paid for. The free ones are good at the beginning, but you will need to upgrade to get more out of them and better features as you move along. If you're starting a business from scratch, then expect to pay round about $50 to $100 a month. This will be a little frightening at first. For the first few months, your business will be running in the red until you get established. It's the same with any business though, either online or bricks and mortar. But during this time, you will be doing the learning and developing of your business that we mentioned in the not so easy learning section. Now, I hope that you can see that all these things so far, it's not quick, it's not easy, and it's not cheap, all mean that if you want to build an online business, you have to take it seriously. Half-hearted just will not work. You have to take it seriously. That's point number one. The second thing that you have to do is make time, or rather manage time. Now, this is easy if you take number one, taking it seriously, on board. And this is because you have the right mindset. A lot of people say that they don't have time. But really and truly, we all have the same amount of time. We all have 24 hours in a day, and we all have 7 days a week. But what we do with it, that's the thing that's different. Everybody manages their time differently. And this is because we're all individuals. Therefore, we prioritize what we do or what we want to do in different ways. But in reality, our lives are filled with lots of little boxes. These boxes all contain different aspects of life. Some of these boxes also contain other boxes within boxes. It gets complicated, I know, and it's all down to how you prioritize your boxes. Obviously, family will have a high priority, so will work. But when it comes down to deciding between a football match and going to the pub with the lads, or spending time on your business, then that will depend on how you feel at the time, and it will be influenced by who's playing and which mates you're going out with, of course, and what you need to do with your business. If the football and the drink wins this time, then you should reprioritize next time, or you will start to treat your business as a hobby again. These days, we tend to live in a blame culture. If something goes wrong, we need something or someone to blame, and we are very bad at accepting the responsibility ourselves for what went wrong. I think insurance companies and solicitors are a lot responsible for that. For example, if you're stood under an apple tree and an apple falls on your head and hits you on the head, you may get hurt, you may not, but whose fault is it? My thinking is it's just an act of God. That's what apples do. They fall off trees. It's not the apple's fault, and it's not the tree's fault. It's not God's fault, and it's not my fault either. That's what apples do. They fall off trees. However, maybe it is my fault. It's my fault that it hit me on the head, because if I had chosen to stand somewhere else, it would have fallen straight to the ground and missed my head completely. So I have to take responsibility and learn from the experience. Don't stand under the apple tree. I feel a song coming on. Oh, and that's what we have to do with our businesses. My mentor, Philip Borreman, says that if you buy a shiny object and it doesn't work, and you cannot get a refund because your request is ignored, then whose fault is it that you have a piece of software that doesn't work and you cannot get your money back? His training is the free 12-step affiliate marketing training that I mention in all my videos. There's a link to it just below this video. You should try it out. There is no better training anywhere, and it's free. Well, the fact that you cannot get your money back is the fault of the vendor, who is ignoring your request. The fact that the product doesn't work is most likely the fault of the software engineer who hasn't tested his product correctly. But the fact that you have a piece of software that doesn't work and you cannot get your money back is down to you buying the product. If you hadn't bought the product, you wouldn't have the problem. You must accept that for most things that go wrong, you are going to be the one who is responsible. That way you can put matters right or avoid the issue for the next time. Okay, the next one is taking action. Now, item number 4 on my list is you must take action. For many years I became a perpetual student. I learned as much as I could about whatever took my interest. That ranged from photography, self-sufficiency, beekeeping, entomology, vehicle restoration, not all of it in that order. I read up a topic, I went on a course, but I never got past the first step because I always got bored and started learning the next thing. I think I got bored because I never reached the state of perfection that I was looking for. I was thinking that I should be a master before I could start working on what I was studying. At the moment there are 99 lessons inside the 12 steps of Philip's free training package, and each one is designed for you to take action on and implement before you move on to the next step. This way you won't procrastinate and you won't put things off. The only way to achieve something is to actually go out and do it. Just sitting reading about it doesn't get it done. Now, for the last point you need to do to get to the next level is to fail forward. So what does that mean? Well, we've already talked about taking responsibility for the things that go wrong, but don't look at it as being a bad thing when something goes wrong. I know that we were all pushed during our childhood and schooling days to be top of the class or to come first. Some were even told that there is only one winner, and if that winner isn't you, then you must be a loser. It's harsh. It's a very harsh theory. But if you look at all the top entrepreneurs, and I don't mean just the online world, when I grew up, the top names were Alan Sugar and Richard Branson. And if you read their books, you'll see all the times they made mistakes, which sometimes cost them heavily. Sometimes it cost them an utter fortune. But they just said, okay, lesson learned, and they moved on to the next lessons. But whenever you try something out, it might be a new funnel, it might be a new email sequence, or it might be a new product, and it doesn't get the results that you wanted, then all is not lost. You have learned something from that experience. You have failed. Now move forward. So that's 5 things that will help you take your business to the next level. If you can take all these things on board, you will progress and you will achieve success and make money online. Now, if you found this video helpful, then please give it a thumbs up. And if it's your first time on the Digital Wise Buys channel, then please hit subscribe and ring the bell to make sure that you get notifications when we release new videos. And once again, If you're looking for some good quality training, then check out the link below this video and see what Philip can offer. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.